It's always a hassle, man. Okay. Looks like it's connecting. Why does it update twice? So weird. Alright, anyways. Looks like YouTube is live. Okay, let me just test one thing. I want to make sure that I can message to both. Oh, interesting. It's only showing up on the Twitch side. That's weird. Hello? And let me try just test. Okay, interesting. Let me just check one thing really quick before I start the stream, just to like officially start it. I just didn't have an opportunity to test this before, so how do I check this? I think no. Needed. Let me make sure everything's connected properly. But yeah, if anyone's here right now, thanks for stopping by. I know this isn't this isn't the stream yet, but yeah, we'll get into it. I'd say like 2 to 3 minutes. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna move on and start the stream. But I just want to see if I can get it to work. Okay, let's go to the chat. It says it's supposed to be connected. I don't know why. Okay, let me check my settings really quick. Waiting. Interesting. So yeah, the YouTube it's not showing everything, but it's yeah. Hold on, let me connect it again. Yeah. Let me get my phone really quick. Yes. Okay. Looks like that's connecting, I think. Wants to see the 3 services. Yes. Connect. Okay, you may now close. Okay, sure. So let's take a look. What does this have? Okay, it's still the same. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's in the YouTube stream yet, but if you are, could anyone like type into the chat? I'm trying to test it, but I'm not sure if it's broken on my end. If no one's there, it's fine. I just figured I'd ask. Let me try and test it myself too. Okay. Let me try it one more time. Let's see. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna move on. Yeah, weird. Oh, okay. There we go. Now it works. So what if I do both? What's going on there? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that looks like that's working. So, wowee. All right. Let me test one more thing really quick. Let me just do this. Because I closed the thing. Want to make sure it still works. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Sorry about the delay. Let me go ahead and start the stream. So, the chats should be up there so everyone can see. Yeah, welcome to the Game Engine stream. I keep saying stream number. Yeah, I have no clue what. I think it's like 90 or something. Stream number 90, but today is February 17th. It's a Monday for me, so beginning of the week. Yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So we'll go and check the updates section. So the first thing is I did not do any off-stream work. So there's nothing to recap. There's nothing to go over. Basically, the code that I committed at the end of last stream is all I've done up until this point, right? I wanted to get some coding done, but I got caught up with something else that I had to do, like in real life, and also like an app that I'm working on that's helping me with like some things in real life, right? So I kind of had to prioritize that a bit more. I also might keep the stream today a bit shorter because I want to get back to doing that and hopefully get it done so I can get back to working on the engine because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, so that's my explanation, I suppose. But yeah, we're gonna keep working on the drop-down widget, basically right where we left off with it. And I don't think I have anything else to say about that. So let's go ahead and get into the progress board. So again, we're still working on the drop-down widget. I know we've been doing UI. I don't even know how long have we been doing UI. I know UI is not the most like riveting content, but yeah. I mean, if anyone's watching this, like, I appreciate you like sticking around if you are just chilling. I'm gonna try to get this done, but again, I'm trying to get some of this other stuff in my like real life done first. So might be a little bit delayed. I'm trying to recall where I was at the end of last stream. So I might go look at my commit and take a look. Let's go see. Oh yeah. I just remembered. I think I changed. Okay, yeah, I changed my keybind for how I zoom in. So now it shouldn't have that Q issue that I was having before. So now I can zoom in and it's like it's not typing anything. So I don't know. Just figured I'd mention that. All right, add more CRUD operations for drop-down widgets. So delete edit options for the list. Oh yeah. So we were working on the list, and I added the delete and edit options. And now that I'm remembering, I think the next thing I was going to work on was here. So I was going to work on adding, like, updating elements. Oh wait, no, I think I already do that. I think the next thing was move them up or down, right? Which I don't... do I really want to do that right now? I don't know. I'll see. But other than that, draw the drop-down widget, draw the current option. Yeah. So after this, it's mainly just getting it rendering, right? So we haven't seen anything rendering for the drop-down widget, which is kind of sad. So maybe I can get that done today. Actually, I might just go straight to getting it rendering right now, because I'd like to see something on the screen instead of just messing with the lists all day. I can get this in pretty easily, to be honest. So yeah, maybe we'll start working on this, getting it rendering. I'm trying to think anything else. Yeah, I think that's about it. All right. Yeah, so let's go ahead and open up the code and get started, I guess. And again, these streams nowadays, I'm not really trying to like get a ton of work done on stream. So if anybody has any questions about anything, just feel free to ask. I may focus in and start working on something if I want to get it done, or like I don't want to lose my train of thought. But otherwise, if anyone has any questions or anything, just let me know. Oh, hey, yo, Voodoo. How's it going? What is it? It's nice seeing you here. Yeah, right now you caught me. I'm just getting the stream started, trying to recall what I was working on at the end of last stream. Normally I do some coding in between streams, but this week I had some other things to do. But yeah, I believe we're just working on drop-down widgets still. Hopefully I'll get it rendering today. I don't know. Let's see. I think the chat fades off pretty fast, doesn't it? Let me fix that really quick. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I really want to get it something rendering, because I feel like I haven't seen anything actually visual in like I think the past like 2 streams or 3 streams, so it would be nice. Seconds after it disappears so fast. Let me update this. Maybe I won't make chat disappear. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and let it compile for a little bit. I've been working on like an Android app recently. It's kind of annoying. I've been using ChatGPT with it too, because I don't really want to get super into like learning everything about Android. But ChatGPT just does not handle big projects well. I mean, I was already aware of that, but yeah, still just very annoying. Yeah, it's pretty much like it's just for me. It's not like an app I'm gonna release or anything. It's pretty much how do I say, like parsing the text on top of on the screen, the current active screen, and then using that text to kind of automatically show me like listings for like certain things, like jobs and whatnot. Because it's like currently the way I have to like look for jobs on my app, I have to like go and check every like so and so amount of time, like 3 or 4 minutes, and I want to automate that so I don't have to keep looking at it, because it kind of eats into my time. I like to focus on coding. Yeah, I was trying to get like the text from the screen using like the accessibility features, but it's very very finicky. So I had to kind of use like the text recognition, like machine learning algorithms. I just used like an available one. And just trying to manage that being expensive. But yeah, it's just like I want to get it done just so I can like I don't have to keep like checking every few minutes, and I can actually focus on what I'm doing. Let's see. Where is test UI? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and I can't even click on it because it's yeah. Let's get this thing rendering, yeah. And maybe I can get rid of some of this extra text as well. I had this as like a to make sure like displaying text was like relatively efficient. Wait, let's go ahead and get rid of this. We'll get rid of this as well. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We'll go ahead and clean this out. All right, let's go ahead and save it. Okay. So let's get this over here. And let's go ahead and rename it. So drop down 1, I guess. Sure. All right, let's go save it. All right, so currently these are the settings, right? So it has a current option, which has a background color. So presumably that would be what gets drawn right here, right? And the drop-down color, of course, is the color, the background color that gets drawn as we drop down, right? So I just figured I'd make a separation for that, just so it's more distinct. We already have an on press. We already have an on select. The on press is just like when you click on it, similar to this and this, right? Drop down color. Yeah, but just dealing with the Android API is just so, I don't know. I get why it is the way it is, like the paradigms of Java, and then also just the way they need to make all of the apps asynchronous. But it's, I don't know, it's just confusing. I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just like a skill issue. But I don't know. I get so tired looking through those docs. Drop down. Okay, so I'm just trying to think if there's any other fields that I might need to add to make this work, but I think everything's here. We already have the options. Yeah, okay. All right, let's just get this rendering, and then we'll go from there. Okay, on render, so let's go to runtime UI, service. I haven't worked on anything mobile. All I know that IDEs like Android Studio are super slow. Yeah, it's kind of buggy too, in like a lot of different ways. I both like and hate the way they set up their like UI for it. Or I guess it's not specifically the UI, it's like the integration with the text, right? With the, like if you create like an activity and then like the activity is now visible in like code in other places. I don't know. I've just experienced a lot of places where that just feels janky inside of the code. I don't even know if I know how to describe that, to be honest. And yeah, the pile of like includes that they have, and then like I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining to complain, but it's just not a great experience dealing with that IDE. I finally got something working this morning. Like I've been working on it over the weekend, and I keep hitting roadblocks. And then finally this morning, I kind of figured out a way to kind of section off things so that I can get things working in like a incremental way. So like I don't keep losing progress. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. I wrote like an Android app for my like university. Like I had like a project I had to do. And that one was pretty well centered in like the normal use cases of Android Studio, so it wasn't that hard to make. But I feel like the thing I'm trying to do is a little bit more obtuse, so I don't think the IDE really knows how to handle it. All right. So let's go to this onRender function. Maybe we'll do, what is it called? A drop-down widget? Here we go. This is what we want. Okay, cool. And then I already did this whole unreferenced parameter thing. We'll get rid of this in a second. All right, so the first thing, what is the first thing? All right, so, I mean, presumably you'd have the background color, right? You want to get that working first, and the text. So let's get that working. I think it should be the same thing as a button, like full stop. So I should be able to just copy the button code directly over and just get that working. The only difference is how we select the current option. Yeah, we have to use like the current valid index. So let's copy this over, and then we'll go ahead and modify it. Okay, and then here we have mtext data, right? Where did we get this from? This is like the global mtext data for the button. Sure. In our case, it's going to be a bit different. Okay, so this bit right here is the stuff that we always calculate, and then here we're going to draw the background. So I'm going to rename this to draw. What do I want to call it? Current option. There we go. Now, do I want it to override with the selected widget? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Now, selection data default background color. Selection data default background color. No. What we want is... Well, no, this is the drop-down color. No, actually, never mind. We do want this as the default background color. So this is the current option. This is all the rendering code for the background color. And then here's where we actually draw the text that aligns with this. Let me think. Okay, we're just getting this rendering, so I'm not going to worry about like how I switch the current option. I'm just going to worry about if the current option is available. So let me go look at this. Let's scroll down, and then we have this current option thing, right? So this is what we're going to compare. We're just going to say if current option, we're going to make sure that it's within bounds, is less than, and what are we comparing against? Oh yeah, and drop down options. Size. So yeah, this just makes sure that this just makes sure that the current option is within bounds. Would we exit immediately? No, I think we would want to just check this and then just render it if it's available. So we're going to take all this bit, and bring it in here. And now all we have to do is just get the active option. And this should be as easy as single text data, pointer, text data. And then this is basically just M drop down options, and then M current options. And I'll just comment up here. Ensure that current option is within bounds. Wait, what's going on? You want dot at. And this will return a reference. We want to do this. Or actually, I mean, at this point we can do a reference, I guess. The only thing is, I guess we can't assert. I mean, this should have already been. This should be fine, right? Because this vector is this options vector is like, it's an SG vector of this type, and it's a stack allocated. I mean, of course, this is a heap, but like this is a. Actually, okay, wait, never mind. That's not stack. It's the actual object is what I meant to say. So as long as it's within bounds, it should exist. So this shouldn't fail. Would be interesting if it did, I guess. All right, and then the only major difference here now is that we just do text data. Draw current options text. Okay, and that's about it for that. So I believe what should happen now, let's just see if this works. So basically what should happen is it should be drawing the normal background, like it's a button, right? And then over here, it'll draw the current option if it's available. And if it's not available, it's just gonna skip this. And then over here, we'll add a to do add drop down option. But this is going to be interesting because we want to only render this if we're in a drop down state, which I don't know if it should be contained inside of here, inside of this object, because we're in this class, right? I think it should be contained there. Yeah, I don't know. How do you handle, Voodoo said, how do you handle entities in your engine? Is it ECS or something different? So entities is ECS. I didn't write the library for it. I use ent, the ent library. I don't know if you've heard of that one. Yeah, this one. It's pretty good. And then the entities, they exist inside of the context of a scene, right? So I would put like the actual container for the entities exists per scene. Yeah. Yeah, the only custom thing I ever actually had to write for the ECS system is the custom like project specific components. Ent doesn't provide anything for you like in that regard, so in order to get that to work on my end, I had to kind of like I don't know, kind of go into like the back parts of Ent and try and like kind of wrangle up a solution, because my solution uses like just data buffers. Like you'll have you'll allocate a buffer of size like 10 bytes, right? And that byte will be your entire component, right? And then I just have to do a lot of like coding surrounding that to make sure that it's accessed correctly. And that's it. Yeah. You could write like I was considering actually writing my own like ECS system just for that functionality, because I could make it much more like flexible. But I don't know. I just realized that just integrating it with the current system would save me a lot of time. So I was like, yeah, I'll just figure it out. But there's definitely some like drawbacks to that. Like if I go to I'm just kind of yapping while I compile too. So, where is it? Where's that section? Yeah, here's my ECS section. ECS common, yeah. Yeah, I have to like one of the downsizes is that I have to define all of the buffer sizes up front. You can't like dynamically define them. So I have to go through each of the engine components. And let me see if I can find where I do that. Like every possible, like I turned it into macros so it'd be easier for me to deal with, but it's still annoying. I have to define all of like the ways that I interact with each like size of buffer. I have to define this here and then like create a macro for it, and then I have to define it for every single buffer size. And then some of these, of course, the buffer sizes don't align exactly, so you might have some wasted data in certain cases, right? And then you just do this all the way up to a certain buffer, and then if you go over that size, it's just like, well, you're trying to support an unsupported buffer size. So yeah, if I wrote my own, I wouldn't have to deal with this. But just one of the limitations of int. I don't know if Flax has a better situation for that. That's another library they use, or people use for ECS, so I don't know. Alright, so let's see if this works. Test UI. Okay, well it's working. I don't really have an option for modifying the current value. Current option color, huh? Okay, let's see if I can modify it. Yeah, I mean, it's working, so. There's a bunch of things I can do. I'm just trying to think of what makes sense to do first. You know what? Maybe I'll make a list, since I'm kind of thinking of a lot of things. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. I don't know what this was for. Okay, so draw the current option, yeah, and then draw all other options when clicked. Yeah, so I gotta figure out how does that make sense, right? One thing I'm wondering is, does it make sense for the drop-down to be open if it's not currently selected? Just seems kind of odd. I might be thinking a little too deeply into it too. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, should I make a drop-down pointer inside of like the main UI context, or should I just put a boolean inside of the drop-down widget that just says whether it's open or not. I think I'm gonna go with the boolean since it seems like that'd be the easier option. So I think for this one we'll do add boolean to drop-down. Drop down open. Okay, the other thing is I set that boolean to be active or inactive, right? That's fine. How do I set it to be active? I suppose it's when you click on it or press enter or whatever, then it goes into the active state. And the nice thing about the boolean being with the widget is you can just query that every frame, like directly there, and then just decide whether it wants to render. And I've already done a similar situation with the slider, so I could just kind of get that working there. Add boolean to drop down. Okay, you know what? Instead of worrying about like it functioning and whatnot, I'm just going to get it rendering. Period. Yeah. All right, so let's do that. So I guess the idea is, and how it's gonna look, is we're gonna have this right here, right? And then I'm assuming we'll have a similar sized one pop up below it. And of course we're gonna loop this, but exclude the current option. And yeah, we're just going to draw the color based on the drop-down color, right? And the spacing just needs to be this, but just moved down by a certain like iteration. And that's it. Yeah, actually that's not that hard. Okay, and then for now I'm not gonna worry about whether it's clicked or not, I'm just gonna render it. Deal with one thing at a time, you know what I mean? Draw other. Okay, so draw the other drop-down options. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and add the boolean anyways, just so we can compare against it. So we'll go up here. And then we'll add it right here. We'll say bool m drop down open. And we'll default it as false. And we don't need to serialize this or anything. This is just a runtime value. We'll just assume we always want to have it false, and then I suppose if you want to have things open by default, you could just put in a script or something. I could add a function for that. And I guess if it's really a problem, I can go back and serialize it, but for now it's fine. So we'll do that, and then we're going to check if so if it's open, okay, and then actually for now, let's just make it true by default, just so it works. Okay, and then now we're going to do a for loop. Drop down options. We'll just loop through it, I guess. No, we need the iteration. I could do a for each loop, but the numbers will be easy to work with. Size t, iteration is 0. Wow, iteration. I haven't written one of these in a while. Iteration plus plus. There we go. Okay, and then we'll say if current option is equal to iteration, just continue. Exclude the current option. Okay, and then the next thing is we'll put a comment here. Handle each option. And then we'll say draw the background for the current option. We might need some running variables here too. Well, we have the iterations, so actually we might be fine. Let's see. So it should be the exact same thing. Okay, let's bring over this rendering code. So we'll do this, but it's not going to be nearly as complex. Yeah, so we're going to do this. And what we want is just this for now. Okay, but this one is going to be the drop-down background. Okay, and I'm gonna move this around just a bit in a second. And draw... Actually, let's just worry about the background for now. Let's not worry about the text. So we'll move this a bit. We'll move this a bit. So the widget size doesn't change. We can just push this in directly. The only thing that gets modified is the widget translation. And then I believe, I forget if the Y value goes up or down. We're just gonna add to the Y value and see what happens. But basically we just want to say we'll just make a variable. Say math vec3 current option translation. Okay. And it's basically just going to be widget translation .x .y and then .z. One thing I might be forgetting though is to do this. So let's move this down here before we... And yeah, that can just be a running, like I can just keep adding. Where is it? No, we want widget translation. We want this to actually change. So we'll move it up a bit. And again, the only thing that's going to get modified is we're just going to add widget size.y. No, I don't really know if it's going to go up or down. Let's just see. And then we'll do times iteration. And that should work out fine, I think. Like the math PEMDOS, you know? Yeah, there we go. So that one, and then we want to go ahead and push this into here. And yeah, all right, let's go and try it. See if it works. Iteration plus 1. Iteration plus 1 times 0. Yeah, no, you're right. Off by 1 errors. Let's see, plus 1. Because we're at the current iteration, we want to always move it down at least once. Yeah, and then we want to do this like this. Make sure we don't mess with that. Good catch, Voodoo. Thank you. Iteration times 1. There might be a conversion issue here too, I think. Yeah, because this is a size T plus 1. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but let's just convert it to a float. Just so the compiler doesn't yell at me. And actually, do I want to do this every... update the widgets trans z location. You just gotta make sure that they stack in like a certain order, I guess. Or I'll say increment. I mean, it's pretty clear what's happening here, but still. Here, current option translation. Create transform for each drop for current. Fine. Yeah, is it plus or minus? That's the one thing I'm wondering. Yeah, I have a feeling this is the wrong direction. Actually, I'm almost certain it's the wrong direction. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. Well, it's definitely the wrong direction. Let me... Oh, yeah. Okay, it's skipping... Yeah, okay, no, I think I understand the problem. So the first one, it's skipping. But the iteration always changes. Yeah. So... yeah, we can't do this like this. We have to do it manually. So what we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Or we're gonna turn this into a for each loop. So let's get rid of this. And then what is this one? Say, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really using it right now. Oh, no, wait, no, I am using it. Never mind. What am I talking about? Single line text data reference text data. We will use it for the text in a second. Okay, and then we have to do this iteration outside. There's another way I could do this too, where I do keep the iteration loop, but it would just look kind of messy, in my opinion. Alright, so we're going to do iteration plus plus here. And that way, when we continue here, it doesn't update it like the location. Ooh, but the only... Yeah, I just need to be very careful about this iteration. Like this number. I might even want to change the name of it, actually. Just so I don't confuse it. It's not the iteration anymore, it's the... What do I call it, just so it's not confusing? I'm trying to think. Because I think iteration implies, like, it's the current index, but it's not a one-to-one index. Yeah, I just don't want to leave it in there and then people are like, oh, it's an iteration, and try to use it and it's, well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it could get broken. I just don't know. Maybe ChatGPT to the rescue? I don't know. I could say drop down slot, but that also kind of implies like an index. Oh wait, okay, no, I think I got it. Maybe drop down position. And I'll just put a comment saying this variable represents... I don't love doing this comment thing. It should be self-explanatory, but can't think of a good name. This variable represents the position. The visible drop down position. / index. Offset. Is there an offset? No, I think offset also kind of implies like, well, okay, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like offset, yeah. Drop down offset. Drop down. I just don't know if it like specifically solves the clarity problem. But I like the energy though. Wait, drop down position, drop down offset. I think it is clearer than position. Offset. Okay, yeah, I'll go with offset. It's better than position. Position's a bit vague, isn't it? Okay, well, I mean, I guess if anyone's confused, they can read this comment. I don't know. Or maybe I'll put a second comment saying, like... Let's erase this. Represents... note. It is not the index into the drop-down options vector. Oh my, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there. I feel like I could go down a rabbit hole trying to like figure out like English semantics. Yeah, I think this is fine. Drop down. Okay, one last one. I'm gonna do visible drop down offset. Okay, I'm stopping there. Now it's like a whole long name, but at least it's like it's the visible one, not the index. I don't know. All right, let's see. Exclude the current option increment the Z location, create, transform. Okay, so I think I agreed that we're doing minus. Okay, let's try it, see if it works. I don't know. And the next thing is just to draw the text, and yeah, that's it. One nice thing with this too, we can just use the text data associated instead of having to use the index. So I guess it works in this instance. Also might want to change the background color, because I think it matches the text color, I think. It's a bit odd, yeah. Okay, so nothing is rendering. Let's check this really quick. Okay, so this is size 2, yeah, visible. Oh, wait a second, yeah. Yeah, no, we need both. We need both. Yeah, this value should only really be used for like the actual rendering of it. Don't know why I wrote that in like the most obtuse way possible. Alright, anyways. Yeah, we're comparing the index, not the... or the iteration, not the offset. And this always gets incremented, so yeah. And the only thing is just when we actually render the thing, we're just gonna use the iteration to get the text object, so let's see if that works. I don't know. Let me stare at this too, see if I mess something up. I think it's fine. I guess I got a reminder to stretch my fingers, probably should. But yeah, there we go, cool. Nice. Probably make that message only once. Alright, well, it works. So I'm gonna stretch my fingers real quick. Such a good reminder. Okay, yeah, cool. Looks like that's working. So if I add another one, presumably it will... Another one. Yeah, just can't see anything. Also, let's change the color. Another thing, I don't know if I love this. I just couldn't think of a better solution for this. But yeah, it always truncates this. Alright, anyways. I set this as selected. Why is this red? Current option color? Okay, you know, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Alright, let's change this color. What? Okay, that's broken. That's clearly broken. Let's go fix that. Clearly. UI editor. Properties panel. Okay, and this one should be specific to the dropdowns. Let's go down to I believe it's the on modification section. So let's go to the dropdown section. Yeah, what a name. Still gotta clean that up. Holy crap. Alright, anyways, M dropdown background. Okay, something just must not be linked up correctly. This is the options background color. Is this right? Let me see. Yeah, there's only one of these. Yeah. No, that should be good. So what is the problem? It must be in the on draw section then. Let me go check where we draw it. We must be updating it with something wrong. No, that looks fine. Okay. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. What else? Initialization function? Maybe I have the wrong thing associated. On select option. No, where's the background color? Oh, here is the culprit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I never got to doing it, but one of the guys from YouTube was saying I should do some type of refactoring. Yeah, up here, where I could like turn each of these into like its own class up here. And then I wouldn't have all these like long names. Yeah, I definitely will do that soon. Because that's getting ridiculous. Alright, anyways. Let's make sure that works. Oh, wow. Okay. Why does it keep it there, though? It's like it sets it, like it actually sets it for some reason. Instead of it just rendering. Yeah, then it just stays for some reason. What is up with that? Oh wait, no, now it's fine. What was going on earlier? Okay, whatever. Let's modify this. So this could be like a color. I do have an idea soon. I've been working on a global state thing in the background. Not this weekend, but before that, I was working on it. Once I finish that up, I'm like another thing I want to do off stream is kind of redo how I do the colors. I have a few things I want to add really quickly. Like for one thing, I want to be able to like click like Control C and then Control V and then just copy the colors over. That'd be really nice. Also maybe like a drag and drop with this would be really cool too. The other thing is I want to introduce color palettes. That would be really nice. And then when you open like this little color picker, you'll have an option for like choosing a color palette and then like trying it out. And also maybe like a color palette generator too. Just a simple one. Something that just, maybe I can look into some color theory and find some algorithm that generates colors based on certain parameters, right? I know they have websites for that too. Another thing too is when you copy, you could like provide like a hex code. I mean, that could be cool. Yeah. I'm thinking just like a general, like a real quick, like cleanup of like how I deal with colors, just so it's easier. Yeah. So I think I might do that off stream, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, hey, I added more color support. So yeah. Okay, one thing I'm wondering though, this is the selection area, that's cool. And this draws below it. How would I delineate between these? There's a lot of ways I can go about this. I think for now I'll just draw out the text, and then maybe when you're like hovering, it'll just change the color of that specific one. And then later when I'm really trying to like one thing I want to do in general, just like in general, is add something similar to Godot, the way they you can add like borders around frames, right? And then you can just provide like your own textures, and then it'll stretch that texture along the side of the frame, but like it won't stretch it, it'll just repeat it, like, you know, in its own shader situation or whatever. And then yeah, maybe when I come back I'll add something where you can do something custom. That'll be nice. Let me see if I can find exactly what I'm talking about. Godot, a UI border. Yeah, they have like a whole thing where you can just, maybe I can click on it, I don't know. Can I zoom in? Okay, well, I don't know. But anyways, you can provide like a corner piece, and then like a middle piece, and then a corner piece, middle piece, and then Godot takes care of the rest. It'll just stretch it out in a way that's not like messy. And then yeah, you can just kind of write your own little art for it. That'd be kind of nice. So that's gonna be like a separate thing that I'll do. For now, I'm just gonna keep it very simple. All right, so I think the next thing is I'm going to draw out the text for these. Should be pretty simple. Okay, so we draw the background, and then we increment the offset. We'll do that after. Here, we are going to draw the current option label. Okay. And then doing that, we're basically just going to, what is this? Resolution. Is this a global thing? Could I just do this once? Text data, text size, resolution. This is, what is this? yeah, this is per. Okay, so yeah, no. Yeah, and then the starting point is different. I'm just trying to think if I can cache anything, so I don't have to keep calculating it over and over again. But I think I just have to redo it. Yeah, let's just grab this. Maybe I'll have some method for turning this into a function, but I think it's going to turn messy if I do that. I don't know. Let's see. Or actually, no, I just thought of a way I could do it, but I'm not going to do it right now. Alright, calculate text starting point. Okay, so this one's actually just going to be iteration. And the iteration should be fine. This should be, as long as I don't mess with it, it should be within bounds. I guess I could put like an assert here, but calculate text starting points, and then this thing we increment it. Yeah, sure. Okay, so the only thing is we're not passing that in, we're passing current option translation. And everything else should be fine. Okay, let's see if it works. And then if this is rendering, then I think I have my basics. Seems like it's working. So after this, we're gonna start messing with the on hover and whatnot. And then maybe I'll add a UI thing so I can modify the current option. That would be nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's working. Like, it doesn't work, but I mean, you can see it. Let's change this color. Maybe I can change the font too. Does it do something like Tahoma? Let's try impact. Sure. Why is it so like? It seems sharp for some reason, in like a weird way. Yeah, weird. I don't know, but yeah, it seems like that works. Yeah, grainy, right? Yeah. I believe that's just how the text is normally. Maybe it's just the contrast. I mean, like it definitely is, but that's like a text rendering issue. I gotta look into like the MSDF fonts to fix that. Let me look at it with that gray background. Let me see what the difference is. Or actually, what is the... What is this? See, it'd be so nice I could just copy this and paste it. What is this color? .700. Okay, sure. Okay. Well, it looks the same. Yeah, I'll take another look when I'm looking more deeply into the shader code. I mean, I could take a look at it right now. Where is it? But I don't know if my graphics and like shader coding skills aren't amazing, but I am curious. Okay, let's just close this. Trying to think where I put that code. I believe I put it in the shader builder. Yeah. It's a tuple. That's horrible. Oh my, text. Texture output. Where is the code for this? Text coordinate, color. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do for this. When I get to the point where I'm dealing with shaders, I'm going to take another serious look at this when what is it called? When I finish studying, what's his name? Art of Code, I think is his name. I don't know. Yeah, this guy. Art of Code. I have been picking up a few other people who work on shader stuff. I just forget the names, but they're somewhere in my like YouTube follow history. I think a few people also showed me a few people who work on like shader toy shaders. I feel like I know who you're talking about. Let me see. It sounds familiar. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't know if it was you who showed me this, but I do have this saved somewhere in my bookmarks. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Specifically, whoever linked it to me, it was the Ray Marching. But yeah, I was taking a look through his articles. He has some good stuff too. So I'll definitely take a look at him too. Oh yeah, and then I saw some of the ones that he wrote that are on Shader Toy. Like he has some like interesting ones. Like he did that like 3D one with the lady looking around. That one's cool. I don't know if I go that far with it. I just want to understand like the equations. But yeah, I will be back. Also, I want like a proper shader editor too. That would be nice. Instead of like whatever the hell this is. Alright, let's get back to... Okay, so we do have the boolean. It doesn't work. Okay, wait. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna think this through a little bit, probably like a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Honestly, shaders are super cool, but in my case, my lack of math understanding knowledge makes them very hard. Yeah, I mean, I feel that too. I've been kind of reviewing some of my, like, algebra and whatnot. But, as far as I can tell, like, a lot of the shader math is mostly, like, algebra 2. And, like, pretty simple maths. I mean, there is some, like, calculus in some cases, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. I think the really complicated algorithms really start coming in when you're, like, doing, like, lighting or, like, something, like, more specifically advanced, right? And I'm not saying this from the perspective of, like, oh, I know how to work with shaders, but I just haven't had a chance to give, like, a deep dive into shaders. But from what I've seen and, like, the videos that I've watched and, like, how people put them together, it's mostly, like, just putting together a bunch of, like specific functions to kind of get what you want out of it, I guess. And it's usually like, oh, you want to clamp it, or you want to blend it, or you want to do all this, or you want to repeat it, or whatever. I don't know. I'm super excited for it. I have some, like, very specific ideas for some of the games, right? Like, once I kind of get that whole thing working. Like, you know those, like, PS2 era, like, graphics where they have the, what are they called? Like, I'm trying to think of, like, a good example of, like, PS2, like, yeah, I guess that's not super helpful. Oh, like, what's that one? Like, DDR. Oh, wait, no. Dance Revolution. Dance Revolution with, what is it? PS2. Did they have a PS2 variant? I don't know. Let's do gameplay. I don't know, they always had something funky going on in the background. And I feel like this definitely could be recreated in shaders. Or, like, I mean, what is it called? Like, presumably it was in shaders in the first place. But yeah, I have some ideas where, like, I want to make very simple games and then just make the backgrounds really fun. Yeah, there's also that, like, what was it, that like trademark PS2, like, PS2 opening graphics, you know, with this thing. I don't know. The whole thing just gives me, like, nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of these effects could be done in, like, ray marching. Of course, ray marching is expensive as hell, but still. I think there's something I could do with it. I might also keep it to, like, 2D for now, instead of, like, trying to get into, like, 3D. And then, oh, kind of like, I don't know if you ever played, like, Tetris, the new one? New Tetris game? Yeah, Tetris Effect. They have all these particle effects and whatnot, and then, I know there's, like, a ton of shader magic going into this game. Or even, like, Geometry Wars. And then I'm not saying, like, I'm trying to, like, do anything that, like, exceeds these things, but, like, I want to make a game that kind of feels like this, you know what I mean? I remember playing Geometry Wars on the Xbox back in the day, too. That was really fun. Yeah, Geometry Wars goes hard, man. Let me see if I can get like a bigger image of that. I don't know if I can play the video. Can I make this bigger? Is it not letting me? It's so annoying. Maybe I can just zoom in. But yeah, I think the low res of the stream is not really helping the case, but if you've seen gameplay, actually, you know, let me just find something on YouTube. Hopefully I don't get like messed up whatever with this, but Geometry Wars. Yeah, this is like a. I mean, probably need to get like a GPU particle system working for that. Ooh, my throat. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like just making like a really, just make like a really simple gameplay loop, and then just go crazy with the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the idea. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it works out. Yeah, I don't know how they do that with the background grid and then they warp it. That's really cool. I'm sure if we take it step by step, you can probably figure it out. Though that is cool. The projectiles kind of like warp it to certain guns. Yeah, that's really cool. But anyways. Said cheap viewers on. Okay. And all right, let's get back. So I think one thing I'm gonna do. Ooh, okay, and I think this is going to depend on a few things. Let me see something really quick. Let me see something. Oh, I'm trying to remember how I did this with the slider. I don't know if I had like a boolean or something. Get the slider's current normalized location based on bounds, right? And then if selected widget, else. Okay. Let me go look at how the slider works, because I know I got this working with the slider, I just don't remember the exact mechanism for it. Oh, for sure, Voodoo. Later. Appreciate you coming by, man. Hey ho, sure. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Pretty chill stream. But yeah, again, thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let me open up a slider. I guess I can't really test it here, huh? Oh, hey, MCH. Thanks for coming by. He said, "Mow, mow, mow, mow." Actually, really quick, I'm gonna get some water. Oh, is it showing up on there? It is. Cool. Yeah. Hey, yo, Originate. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water, but yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Arginate. Yeah. Nice seeing you come in again. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I didn't really do a ton of work off stream for the drop down widget, so in this stream I got this sort of rendering. Nothing crazy, but right now I'm trying to get it like more functionally working, I guess. That's kind of just where I'm at with it. MCH said, "How are you, cats?" Yeah, I don't know. I'm just that's just how I be, you know. Yeah, it's an app called like a VTuber Studio. You can get it on like Steam. I think I have the. Well, I don't know, but yeah, it's called VTuber Studio. If anyone's curious, it's one of the default models for the cat. I'm trying to think of what next I was going to do with this. Okay, I think the current issue with this is like it's doing this on hover everywhere. This thing, I think I turned off on hover entirely. Actually, you know what I'm doing? Let's close this out. We're gonna test this out on the main menu. Alright, so let's bring the slider over. And then I guess rename it. Slider 1. You know what, when I generate the name for a slider, I probably should just put slider 1 on slider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. It's probably a good idea. Drop down widget, okay. Yep, there's no current option, so we're gonna do okay, option 1. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and name it. Alright, we'll go ahead and save it. Yeah, I guess so. The only thing is, I think the on hover should reflect where we're hovering. That's the only gripe I have with this, like visually speaking. Let's see. I think that's good. Origin, you said you have to be a cat person, right? I mean, I am. I do have some dogs though. But yeah, I definitely lean more towards like cat person. They just be chilling, you know. Just cats just be doing their thing. Ooh, let me get some more water. My voice is messed up. Oh, okay, so let me think. Yeah, dogs are just like a lot of maintenance. That's just the one thing. I do love them though, but yeah, it's just a lot. Okay, so I think I know. So I'm gonna get rid of the on hover for this. And then the only thing is, Unhover, huh? Yeah, I got two. Two dogs. I feel like one dog by itself is kind of sad. I don't know. You gotta give him a friend, you know? I mean, unless you're gonna be like hanging out with them very often, then that's a different story, but... They gotta have someone to hang out like in the downtime, right? I mean, I guess unless they're like an inside dog. Okay, let me look at the slider again. Let me try and figure out what do I want to do with this. I just don't remember. So it seems like with the slider... Wait, what? Active select color. Otherwise... This is for the thimble. This is for rendering the thimble's color. Whether it's selected or not. But I guess for the slider, I just don't care about unhover, huh? Okay, wait. Let me go look at where I handle unhover and see how that works. I'm just a little confused right now. So I have M hovered widget. Yeah. And then what is this? This is on left mouse button pressed. Okay. Okay. No, I got you. Okay. Okay, I think I know how to handle this. It's actually really easy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to check for it per frame. Ooh, but the one thing is I need to know what is the relative location of the mouse. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I've been having this repeated issue with this. I think I know how to solve this. And I think this will kind of solve multiple issues at one time. Oh yeah, well it's a family dog. So I live with my family. But I mostly hang out with my cat. Let's see. Yeah, no, I mean, what is it? Yeah, dogs are just like a lot, you know, a lot of energy, a lot of responsibility. Let's see. Okay, I think I know how to solve the issue I was having. So, one of the problems I was having was that for the left mouse button pressed, and then the on mouse button released event, how do I say? I have to inject the mouse position. So instead of doing this, I have an idea. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the application definition, or wherever I define this, and we're gonna set up a callback. We're gonna say virtual void get. This is not gonna be an event function. This is gonna be a query function, so it's different. I'll say right down here. This is pretty new. Okay. Query application state. And I'll say get. And there is a car alarm going off. Jeez. Okay, never mind. Get mouse position. The only issue with this is this kind of clashes with the input. The thing is, they do different things. But I can already see how that's confusing. Because yeah, this gets the mouse position, but this just queries glfw. Yeah. Okay. Well, this gets the mouse position normally, right? But this one will get viewport position. And this will return a math vec2. This one, I'm gonna say, do I have to define it? I'm trying to think. Do I want a default? Can I do a default value here? Let me see. Default. Yeah, that is not a thing. No, it's only for constructors and whatnot. Get mouse viewport position. Okay, I'm gonna give it a default value, and then you can just go ahead and override it. Okay, and I'm gonna put a warning right here. Attempt to retrieve viewport position from underived? No, what is the term for that? I can't think of the C++ names right now. Said, "Oh, cool, you're lucky that lives with your family." Yeah, no, it's nice. Yeah, I think if I was to, like, I don't know, figure out like my situation a bit better and get my own spot, I would just get some cats. Yeah. Maybe like 2. I don't know. I just don't have the energy, you know, for dogs. Attempt to retrieve viewports. position. Attempt to retrieve from on what is the term for this? That has not been overridden. I could just put equals 0, but okay, fine, I'll put equals 0, whatever. Okay, so now you have to do it. Sorry, I had to be careful. So let's go to each situation and go ahead and override it. I only have 3 applications, so let's go to the easiest one first. Let's go to the server. Okay. And then we'll say query state application. And then bring this over. Yeah, I would really love to find like a nice software engineering position at some point. Yeah, but for now I'm just working on this project. Keep on keeping on, you know? Okay, so this provides an empty backpack, that's fine. Okay, let's go back. So that was the easiest one. I don't know if I want to log anything from this. Here I'll do it to retrieve mouse location. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, now let's yoink this, and then we'll head over to the next one, which is slightly easier too. We'll put it right here. Actually, let's go down a bit. We're right here. Okay, so this one's a bit different. Let's find mouse position. Okay, so this is the only main thing that needs to be done here, is this. So we'll take this, and we'll paste it right here. Alright, and then we'll just return mouse pause. Easy as that. Yeah, I'm still kind of thinking about what's the interaction of this with the normal input map. I don't know. Let's see. Or the normal input, like getting it from GLFW or whatever. I don't know. You know what? Actually, let's go make the input more specific. So let's go over to, what is it called? I forget the name. Where's my input section? Okay, there we go. So get absolute. Maybe there's another term for that. Get absolute mouse position. Because this one, it just gets mouse position.x. I don't even know why I wrote that one. Salutes. I think that was like a churn thing. Alright, this is gonna take a second. Or I guess not. Yeah, I still have that, like, still got some stuff to do after this stream with an app I was talking about earlier, so I'm hoping I can finish it today and I can stop thinking about it. Okay, these ones are absolute. Why is it called input? Oh no, it is called polling. Never mind. No, we're good. I might take this function and then make it like usable in that input area, actually. Yeah, I might make it usable here. Yeah, you know what? I will. Because this really should be the location where you do this. So let's put this here. And then we'll say pull input from application. Okay, and then here we're going to do static math vec2 get absolute get viewport mouse position. Yeah, because ideally what I would want to happen there is that, like, if you want to, like, I just want you to have one place where you can go and then, like, find, like, get the input, if that makes sense. So if you either need to query it from the application or you need to query it from the backend, you can get them both here. And then this one's pretty easy. You just include the engine here, which is here, and you just do engine service gets. Do we get the active engine? How do we get the application from that? I guess I don't have a function for this, but get. Wait, let me go here really quick. Can I reference the current application from here, or can I not? I'm just changing some music really quickly. Okay, here we go. Engine service. I'm just trying to figure out how do I want to expose the application? This gets the window. That's cool. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this, but it's not going to be a reference because it is going to be polymorphic. So we'll do pointer, and then we'll do application. Active application. I don't think I've ever had to do this. Or I mean, obviously I haven't, because I have to make the function, but yeah, I don't think I've ever had a need to reach into here like this. S engine. I guess I'm taking a break. Let me get the application really quick though. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I think that's good. So that we can get this app, get this application. Let's head back. Active application. Application pointer. Current app. Okay, it's non-owning, which is fine. Okay, we're gonna assert here that we have current app. And then now we're gonna do some stuff. So we're gonna do current app get position. I'm just gonna return that. There we go. And that should just hurt if something's wrong. There we go. Yeah, because this definitely needs to be application specific. Alright, so now that we have this available, we can actually go back and clean up a bunch of code. But really quick, let me go ahead and stretch my fingers. Okay, I am back. Let's see. I'm running out of energy. Let's see. But carry on. Oh wait, I didn't set it up for the editor. The main reason I'm doing this. So let's go back to which one is it? This one. Okay, let's go to the editor. I believe this is in the app itself. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and overload that function. These are private, that's interesting. We'll just put it here. It's kind of in the middle of this stuff, but yeah, actually, okay, fine. We'll just make it public here and put that there. Okay, so now this one's going to be interesting. Yeah, because we're going to need to get the information from the viewport panel. I forget how that works. We probably get it from this one. Yeah, here. So we get the mouse position, and then we use this mouse position to figure out some calculations and whatnot. So it's basically just this, though. So we can take this, and then we'll make it public, and yeah, I'll make it external, sure. Void gets viewport mouse position. This one's going to be a math vec2. Okay. Let's get this. Okay, let's paste that here. And then we're just going to return the mouse pause. Oh, wait. MGUI get mouse position. Why is this? Oh, yeah, it's MGUI, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this then for now. Yeah. Not the most optimal thing to do, but I don't know. Okay, get viewport mouse position. Okay, so now we have this. We could actually use this here. Get viewport mouse position. Okay. I think it's a math vec2. Mouse pause is equal to this. Oh, we need the viewport size, yeah? I guess I could just do this externally, sure. Yeah, I don't love that. Leave that alone for now, though. I could return a tuple, I don't know. That seems messy too, so I'll leave it alone. Yeah, it's just a double calculation. Okay, anyways. Let's go back. Alright, we're gonna do m underscore viewport? Main window. Viewport panel. Okay. Wait, why can't we get it? What are you talking about? Wait, it's not the viewport panel? What are you talking about? Really? What is this? Editor app? Wait, what did I just edit? It must have been this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I added it to this one. Oh yeah, and then I gotta... Okay, I got you. So I need to add that function to both of them. So let's go over to the normal viewport. I see what I did. So let's go to main window viewport. And we'll go ahead and add the same function somewhere. And I'll just throw it in here for now. I don't know. Math vec2. Get viewport. Oh no. Viewport position. Okay, and then again, we're gonna go down to wherever we do this calculation. I think we do a version of it in the handle UI mouse hovering. Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna return mouse pause.x and mouse pause.y. Okay. So now that this is exposed, let's go back. And then we're just going to do a check. So if, yeah, this one, active editor UI is equal to that's what I meant. Is equal to the main window. We'll do a switch. We'll do a switch. Case this. Return this. Put it down here too. Case active editor. Just copy this, paste it over, but this time we're using M. I guess I needed something different. I think this one, this one should be changed. Doesn't really matter, but just keep them consistent. Panel, Cargano, input service, get viewport mouse position. What is this one? Yeah, go and leave those alone. All right, and then default return yeah, we'll just do that. I'm wondering if I okay, I think I will do a warn. Getting mouse position. When no active viewport is available. I'll just see if it's logs, I'll just see where it's an issue, and then I'll just go from there. But typically you really shouldn't be doing this, so it should be fine. Or it really shouldn't happen. Or I guess the default case would just be to return that. No, let's leave it like this, because this has a very specific like intention. It's like we're trying to get it from the viewport position. If not, you should query the regular absolute mouse position. So yeah, I think that's good. And now the nice thing about this is now that we have this available, we can go back to the runtime UI service and we can change the definitions back. Viewport data. Oh, we might need this as well, huh? Yeah, we do. Okay. Well, this one's relatively easy as well. Let's see if we can get it done. Active viewport data, huh? Yeah, okay, I think I know how to do it. Application. I know this isn't a lot of drop-down stuff, this is a lot of setup for some of, like, I'm just trying to deal with the issue in a different way, I guess. Viewport data, pointer, get viewport data. Again, this is equal to 0, right? So and now we need to implement this in every case. I don't know why this is virtual is not allowed. What do you mean? Do you not know what virtual data is? Maybe that's fine. Yeah, you know what? We don't know what that is. So let's go to hash include Cardano core viewport? No, no, window. I hope that doesn't lead into a circular include. I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think it does. Yeah, they were good. All right, get viewport data. So now let's go ahead and implement this everywhere. And again, server is the easiest one. This one's just going to return a null pointer. Yeah. And then again, we want to do a warn, because if we're actually trying to retrieve this, that's weird. Yeah, let's go with that. That's good. All right, next thing is the runtime. The runtime should be pretty easy. Let me go get that function. Yeah. Okay. And then this one, I believe. Yeah, it's just this. Okay, do a reference to it. That'll pass a pointer back. Yeah, should be good with that. All right, and then now, of course, the editor has been more complicated. At some point, I may stop doing this whole like overriding thing, and then maybe let the linker, or instead of doing overrides, I may do just define them in the application, and let the linker figure it out instead of doing a vtable. But I think that only works in certain situations. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. Viewport data. Let's go to the definition. Let me close my window. Oh, okay. All right, let's go and copy it. I think I'm getting a little bit lightheaded. I need to get some food in a bit. Runtime app. Okay, so let's get this done with the editor app. So we're gonna go here. Where do we do this? This thing? There we go. And a very similar situation here. So we're going to do a similar switch statement. Yeah, it's just returning the wrong value. So let's go here. Viewport data pointer get viewport data. Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to return there we go. Easy as that. You know what? And yeah, this is a better system than I had prior. Okay, let's go find this function. Viewports data pointer gets viewports data. Okay. No, okay. Okay. And then return a reference to m viewports data. Okay. Get viewport data. Otherwise, we'll just return null pointer. Okay, and there we go. So now we're able to retrieve both at any time we want. So that's nice. So with that information, I can do a few things. Let's go back to the runtime UI service and see if I can figure some stuff out. So here now we have the on left mouse button pressed, right? Ideally, this would just take in an event. So key pressed event. Oh, what is this? Key pressed? I don't know why I have a distinction here. So this one is a key pressed event. It handles key presses. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do on mouse button pressed events. We'll call it this. Okay, and now instead of taking in this, we're just going to take in events, mouse button pressed events. Events. Alright, so let's go over to this definition. And this is better too, because now everything is, like, this is the normal structure for it, I suppose you could say. Also, maybe do a const reference, yeah. Events are usually pretty light. I gotta figure out that though, because sometimes events can be kind of heavy. So yeah, we'll do a reference in that case. Alright, anyways. Yeah, we don't have the mouse position or any of that stuff here, but one thing we can do... what's it called? Viewport data. And mouse position. This takes in a pointer, doesn't it? It does. Okay, cool. Get mouse position and active viewport. So the mouse position should just be inputs. No, don't have it included here. Okay. There we go. Service. Get viewport mouse position. Okay, and we're gonna call it math vec2. Yep, mouse position. There we go. Okay, so that way we don't have to inject it here, whatever. And then the viewport data, we'll get viewport data pointer. Just viewport data, I guess. And this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do engine service, get active application, and then get mouse, no, get viewport data. Okay, and there you go. It's the exact same thing. And then we can now probably go over here as well and change this. So it's just time step again. I might just do that actually. Okay, and just paste that here, and then we should be good. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now everything's back to normal. Okay, so let's go through, we'll go ahead and try and run this. And it's not going to build because some of the function definitions have been messed with. But that's fine. Ooh, okay. Hopefully I didn't break any of the logic though. It should be fine. Yeah, and then the whole point of doing this is so that we can kind of grab this wherever we need to. Which is going to be useful for the drop-down widget in a second. Trying to initialize abstract class launcher app. Oh yeah, I forgot this is an app. Good point. Completely forgot about that. Stop building, yeah. Okay. Let's go to the server. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and then let's go to the server. And we'll just get the same thing. So we'll go here and grab these. All right, launch your app. Paste this down here. Yeah, again, it would just be weird trying to retrieve that while we're in the launcher app. Again, server launcher. Okay, any other errors? I know there was probably a few. Nope, okay. Okay, there we go. So the on update just takes in TS, so we can just skip this whole part and just do this. Yeah, we don't even need to do this anymore, which is very nice. But the viewport, oh yeah, no, yeah, we're good. Even this is like injecting the viewport data when honestly it doesn't really need to. But I'm too lazy to fix that right now. This one, okay, yeah, this one's a bit different because yes, we get rid of this, but we need to create a mouse pressed event. So we do events, mouse button pressed event, mouse pressed event. I don't know if I need to like initialize it with something. Oh yeah, mouse code. Let's go here. I think it's button left. It doesn't know what this is for some reason. In namespace, you mean? Oh, it's just, okay, just mouse and then left. Okay, sure. Those classic enums, I don't know. Mouse pressed event, there we go. Okay, good. And I don't know if I need to be doing this. Mouse position. This is actually a bit unnecessary here. Okay. Throw a mouse pressed event. There we go. Okay, again, this doesn't need any of this. We can just skip it. On render takes in the viewport data. I am thinking about getting rid of that, but for now it's fine. Okay, let's try it again. And then I'll also test the runtime and then the server as well. Oh wait, no, the server's fine. Just the runtime. Actually, I mean, I could just take a look really quickly without having to build it. Okay, where's the errors? There you are. Okay, so this one can go away. I need to make a mouse pressed event. So again, events, mouse pressed event, event, event. Okay, there we go. Let's head up here. And this just doesn't take this anymore. Don't need to inject it or whatever. Alright, there we go. The editor should still be the same, so let's just try to mess with this really quick. See if anything's broken. So we'll run this. Yeah, it still works. Okay, I'm guessing that's all good. So yeah, the whole reason I went through that whole thing and cleared it out or whatever is so that I can go to the runtime UI service. Let's go find the example where I do this. Pressed. And then we can grab this, right? And then we can go into, how do I say, the onRender function. Where's the drop down? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, let me do it right here. So we just query this information real quick whenever we have a drop down. And then we can use this in here to determine if we are overlapping. But specifically, we can determine where we're overlapping, and then we can set certain areas to be like overlapped, depending on like their situation, I guess. So I'm just trying to think. If hovered. So I think this one is if active UI hovered widget, and then else if, and then we're going to do this. So we'll bring this back, but we're going to add a few more things to it, I suppose you can say. And we'd only do this calculation if it's hovered, right? So if it's not hovered, we don't care. Because you're about to do a like kind of not a heavy calculation, but like a bounds check really quick. So hovered, hovered. But here I'm gonna add a comment. Check if the mouse position is within bounds of the current option. And yeah, let me go find some example bounds checking code. I've done this in other places. I don't really want to reinvent the wheel right now for this. pressed. Yeah, let's see what I do here. Okay, a bunch of get the widget's translation and size. Get the slider's current normalized location based on the bounds and wait, normalized slider location. Oh wait, no, yeah, this is the normalized. Okay, no, I got you. And then get slider bounds. Okay, yeah, and this is just a recalculation of, yeah, sure. Yeah, if anything, I could probably move this code out of here, but I'm not doing that right now. Check if the mouse click falls within the bounds of the slider. Okay, yeah, something like this. Times normalized location. Now that's interesting. I'll just redo it. I'll just redo it myself. It's not that hard. Okay. So we have the current widget size and translation. So actually we don't need to do anything to that. All we really have to do is just check if the mouse position falls within the bounds, and that's it. So yeah, just do the comparisons. So the first thing is, let's see. If mouse position dot x is greater than, so this is the lower bound, right? If it's greater than widget translation. Let's see. It's Adam Dev. Hey, how's it going, man? He's an old friend, and we got like a it's like a reunion. Yeah. How's it going though? I'm chilling. I think I'm almost at the end of the stream. Yeah, another like 20 minutes. I'm trying to get this like hovering logic to work, and I'm a little delirious because I'm kind of hungry. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Yeah, if mouse position is greater than widget translation.x and mouse position.x is less than widget translation.x plus widget size.x. Okay, and then I can just do the same thing for y. So we're gonna do and dot x dot y. Okay, no. Yeah, there we go. Broke my whole file. Just for fun. Why? Wait, okay. Okay, here we go. In the selection. Please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so this should check whether it's in bounds. If it is in bounds, then wait, do I just want it to not render anything? If it's not in the bounds, I don't know. Well, it'll definitely render this hover color if we're in bounds. Otherwise, there's probably a way to simplify this, but I kinda don't care. Oh wait, actually, yeah, if it's hovered... Oh, yeah, okay. I got you. If M hovered... Yeah, we'll just toss it on here, I guess, whatever. Go with messy, but... It is what it is, I suppose. Oh, that is messy. Sure. So we're gonna put this here, and this and this. And then we'll get rid of this. I don't have to keep repeating myself. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna fall out. Alright, let's see if I can complete this. I just wanted to see if I can get it hovering. And that other work that I just did is gonna be useful in other scenarios, so it's not wasted time. Alright, so basically it just checks if both of these are true, then we're gonna do hovered. Otherwise we'll just go with the other situations. And then yeah, in a second I'm gonna go ahead and check the bounds for the remainder of these. But for now this is fine. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know. I'm hoping the relative values aren't off. Yeah. Okay. Wait, no, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, the whole goal of that was just so, because before, if you hovered over like the bottom one, it would highlight the top. Now it's only going to highlight if we're actually hovering that spot. And then adding more, like adding a hover for these ones is going to be really easy as well. Let's just see if I can add it really quick and then I'll be done with it. Ooh, that coffee is getting me. I'm talking fast. My bad. I'll try to talk a little slower. If drop down, okay, here. So this is the actual rendering the text. Yeah, basically we're just gonna do this. Yeah, we're just going to do this. But we're going to adjust it just a bit. So it's going to be the current option translation, right? So let's find everywhere we do a widget translation. And we'll change it with this. Okay. That is messy, isn't it? I guess we'll do this. Okay, sure. So we're just checking whether it's in bounds. I guess we're checking if it's hovered every frame. That's fine. You only have so many of these options on screen at once. Active UI M hovered. Okay, so here's the difference. We're going to be drawing this. And then otherwise... doing this. There we go. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, there's probably a way I can optimize this where I can just do the calculation at the top of the loop instead of doing it every frame, but if it works, it works. Yeah, it's not like I'm doing like 100,000 of these calculations or something. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it sets it to nothing though. It's kind of weird. Is the default color nothing? Is that why? That's weird. Hold on. Something's wrong there. What? Okay, well at least it's highlighting the correct thing, but yeah, what's going on with that? Weird. It definitely has something to do with this. And probably because I should just have an else here. There we go. Alright, try that. Yeah, the selected option is not relevant. I'm just going to have it click and then it'll select the option. Yeah. Maybe I'll have like an on click where like it'll do a little thing or something, but yeah, there we go. It's making like a noise, I don't know, when it on hovers, but it doesn't make the noise when you switch between these. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. But yeah, it's doing what I wanted it to do, so I guess I'll go ahead and call it here. Yeah, again, I know this isn't the most eventful code. Hopefully I can make some more progress next time. I've just been working on some stuff for myself, some apps, an app I've been working on off screen. I gotta get that done. And also some work stuff. But yeah, hopefully by the next stream I'll get some more stuff done. I'm getting hungry. I don't know if I can push right now. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and commit off stream because yeah, like my brain's getting kind of fried. Let me check anything else I gotta do. Push game code if necessary. Update progress board. Yeah, still nothing really like significant's been done yet. Talk about next stream. Next stream should be on Friday. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and commit the code off stream. But yeah, next stream should be on Friday. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I don't know if anyone is sticking around up until this point, but I appreciate y'all coming by. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, alright, so yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for coming by. If you're watching this on stream, YouTube, or Twitch, thanks for chilling out. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So, later.